So if you're from the UK, you'll definitely know we've had a lot of game shows throughout the years since the 70s and 80s. Nowadays, we've got shows like The Chase, we've got Pointless, Catchphrase, Tipping Point, quite a lot of different variety game shows. But in the 80s, we have a show called Bullseye. And to me, I used to watch it with my uncle, and Bullseye is one of the wackiest shows I've watched, and it's hilarious. For anyone who hasn't watched it, the first episode was released September 28th, 1981, so it is quite an older show. It says it ran for 351 episodes and finished in September 2006. Unlike the new game shows, for this one you would have 3 teams. There'd be 2 players on each team, 1 person for each team, an amateur darts player, and then the other player would be a quizzer, with the main presenter being Jim Bowen and with a second presenter called David. The teams would battle round by round. There'd be 3 rounds. They'd get knocked out every round until there's a final team who would try and win a big prize. Unlike the other quiz shows, we actually have darts as well as the quiz questions. So even if you're good at questions, if you're shit at darts, or if your partner's shit at darts, you're not going to get past the first round. In typical fashion, because it's 80s, the guests are predominantly male, but we do have females on here as well. But I suppose darts isn't that popular for females in the 80s. So step by step, for the first round, it's just a general knowledge. So you see around that board behind them, they've got sports, showbiz. They answer questions. They try to throw the darts in the different sections. They get a question, depending on what number they land on. Then it's down to the other contestant, the quizzer, to answer the question correctly to get the points. That's round 1. So a team will go out in round 1. You'll see these 2 ladies have gone out. They get to actually keep the money they've earned, though, unlike any other show now. So he gives them the money, gives them a set of darts, bullseye darts, and they're gone. So that's how round 1 works. In round 2, it's more of who actually can earn the most points darts-wise. They will still get questions. You'll see here, they're amateur darts players, but they're not actually that good, as you can see. For me, what makes this show wacky, as well as the darts, is in 1985, they actually had a serial killer on the show and didn't realise. So this contestant's name was John William Cooper. So in 1985, when he was 78, he actually got arrested for 4 murders and was classed as a serial killer, as well as other charges for robbery and assault. And in the actual court appearance, they used the video of him at Bullseye to compare it with the sketch of the murderer, and that's how he got convicted. It's coincidental, but it's also similar to the blind date murderer from another UK quiz show, or dating show you'd say, which was around the same time. The contestant on Bullseye, even though he's convicted for 4 murders, they actually thought he could have done up to 9, but he never got convicted for the other 5. And when I mentioned burglaries, it was up to 30 burglaries as well, but he only got convicted for 1. The murders were known as the Pembrokeshire murders, and he got convicted twice for 2 double murders. In retrospect, it's kind of funny thinking back, how didn't they realise, but how would they know at the time? It's funny because they still aired the show. I think that episode's probably been took down, but you probably can find it online. The episode I'm showing in the background isn't relevant to that show at all. This is 1981, I think, so nothing to do with that. Other than that, I quickly want to mention in the last round, they can win a bunch of prizes. They can also win a big prize if they bet the prizes they've won beforehand. But a lot of them don't, and a lot of them lose. Rating wise, I'd give Bullseye maybe 8 out of 10. It's funny to watch. If you haven't seen it, I'll definitely have a look, because they win this car in the background here. But yeah, that's how Bullseye had a serial killer on it. Hope you enjoyed. It's been your boy Pid. Respect, lads.